All right, the Lions wave Tom Kennedy and the Ross Brown role is expanding. Let's talk about it. So Detroit Lions start play. Let's share the video, don't do the video, all that good stuff. Okay. So here you have it right here. All right, let's read it. Sorry, y'all. 1 second. Y'all see that? There we go. So the Detroit Lions announced a series of moves Monday, confirming earlier reports, comments from Coach Dan Campbell, and making another move that could indicate a shift in offensive philosophy over the back half of the season. Monday morning, it was reported that the Lions will be releasing tight end Darren Fields after he requested to be let go out of his contract. Campbell confirmed this at Monday afternoon press conference, also mentioning that the team will be signing rookie tight end Brock Wright from their practice squad to active roster and corresponding move. The Lions made this official a few hours later. Additionally, Lions opened up another spot on their active roster by releasing slot receiver Tom Kennedy. Kennedy has been on the team's 53-man roster all season, but he's only made 4 game appearances and played in just 35 offensive snaps. He has a single reception for 15 yards and garbage time catch against the Bengals and 4 kick returns at 22.3 yards average. This leaves the Lions with the open roster spot on the active roster. But wait, before you go order an Odell Beckham Lions jersey, Campbell also noted earlier today that the Lions were not interested in bringing in a veteran receiver. It's unclear what the Lions' plan are with our receiver going forward, but the unit could use some spark. And after struggling most of the season, 2 weeks ago, Los Angeles only 2 receivers caught passes: Khalif Raymond and Cardale Hodges. Last week it was even worse. Amon-Ra being the only receiver to catch a pass. Okay, he said, "quote I think we need to look longer hard at St. Brown." Campbell said, "quote There, for example, are there things that we can use him that we can do that really help us? Maybe that's the best way to put it. Isn't do that? I don't know. Ken was an idiot. Okay. On Monday, St. Brown revealed that the team approached him about playing more outside receiver in the Z position going forward. He said, "quote They mentioned maybe playing me more at the Z." St. Brown said, "So, quote I might be playing more Z moving forward. I'd obviously still be in the slot, but I'll be playing a little more outside receiver." Thus far, St. Brown has played 295, 355 offensive snaps in the slot per Pro Football Focus. He is currently the third on the team in reception behind T.J. Hockenson and running back DeAndre Swift, but he only has 250 receiving yards. "I'm very excited for the opportunity to go make plays," St. Brown said of his new responsibilities. "Quote I know I'm ready. Like I said, I'm excited." Raymond has started the receiver X for most of the season, with Brown in the line to get more work, get more looks at the wide receiver Z position, along with the release of Kennedy. The only other slot receiver on the roster is very possible we are seeing a shift in the Lions' offensive philosophy for the back half of the season. If the Lions do essentially eliminate the receiver slot position from the base formation, obviously they will use some slot when they need to call for it. It's possible the Lions will show more 21 personnel as 2 running backs, 1 tight end, and 22 sets. This would put DeAndre Swift and Jamal Williams on the field together often. I don't like that idea. They should be using a fullback and 2 tight ends, and 1 receiver. That should be the base formation, but they don't. They don't. In addition to the moves, the Lions are announcing that they are placing rookie wide receiver Jerron McKinley on the practice squad injured reserve list. This moves along with Wright being promoted, gives the Lions 2 spots on the practice squad. If he clears waivers, Kennedy seems like he's a logical player to fill one of those, but there are no indicators at this time about who could fill it. So, they just made some other news. I think they just promoted Josh Elliott. And don't forget, Tim Boyle has come back. I don't know. So I guess Tim Boyle come back, so that might be a 2 roster spot. So they signed Jalen Elliott to the active roster, and Travis Johansson and Nick Eubanks to the practice squad. So there you go. So, like I said, with him being with more expanded role, like I said, man, to me, it ain't moving trees and it ain't moving mountains. To me, it is what it is. I think, honestly, they got all slot receiver. Khalif Raymond is not somebody that's your number 1 receiver, or your top 2 receiver, or top 3 or 4. At best, he's a 4th or 5th receiver on the roster. Okay, at best. So I don't know, I don't. Like I said, they desperate, very desperate, and they're just very desperate, very. So I mean, like I said, it is what it is. Obviously, what do I think about the move to him playing, outside? I mean, he ain't got no choice. All these guys by nature are slot receivers, from Kennedy before he got cut to Quintez Cephas. Only people that wasn't is Benson and Tyrell Williams, and Williams got cut. Was it last week? He got cut. Got waved goodbye. And you see, he still ain't been picked up. So told y'all it was a bad signing. And Benson, I mean, at the end of the day, it's too late. You can't put Benson in a position to go from Teddy Bridgewater to Jared Goff. It may not even be Benson per se. It might just be him and Jared Goff can't build that rapport. Goff don't have the cojones to play the quarterback. Like I said before, Brad Holmes gets a fat F for going to get Goff. So that's a move that so it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I think you putting Amon-Ra St. Brown out there, man. I mean, obviously, when you look at him, you say you look like he got the size of an outside receiver, but the difference is for playing sliding outside, you gotta be quick enough or strong enough to get that release. That's the thing. That's the number one thing about being a receiver is getting that release and being physical enough and quick enough to get that release, and then having enough speed to beat somebody off. If you don't have a long speed, you ain't gonna beat him. He's 6 foot. He got the size, but can he release? That's the question. Can he release? And do we got the speed to get down the field? Unofficially, he ran a 4.51, so this motherfucker might be a 4.6. He's a 4.6 guy, late 4.1 guy. I mean 4.5 guy, late 4.5 guy. So you probably don't have the athleticism or the speed. You gotta have the speed. When you more quicker than fast as a receiver, you gotta be physical at the point of attack and get that relief. When you gotta be bigger. You gotta be Brandon Marshall. You talking about somebody that probably ain't deep fast, but you gotta be, man. When you don't have that speed on the outside, you gotta be a route technician. You gotta be able to have that strength to be physically get off guy. You still gotta be quick enough to get off the line. That's the biggest thing about playing on the outside. It's the release and the quickness to stretch the field. Marshall is a 4.2 guy, 4.52 guy, 6'5", but he got the speed and strength. That's fast. That's big. That's fast enough for somebody that big. Amon-Ra St. Brown, he really in a 4.1 guy. Is he? They do the combine this year. They just run. I can't remember. They just ran pro days or whatever. They might do the combine this year, but he don't have the size. He probably can't release. So maybe they worked on his release and he ready to rock and roll. But it's all about the release and having enough speed to get downfield. It's just being a great. If you don't have speed, you gotta have a route. You gotta be a route technician. But like I said before, Larry Fitzgerald and the Brandon Marshalls, they were really good route runners and they really was able to get releases. And that's the thing. When you talking about outside, talking about releases off the line of scrimmage, route running the speed to beat somebody deep. And if you don't have the speed, you got to be able to have route running ability to set guys up to get past them. So, honestly, man, who cares about Tom Kennedy? But, like I said, the guy that put this roster together, put Cephas, Brown, Kennedy, Raymond. He put 4 slot receivers out on the field. And he went and got Benson Lake from Broncos, who's an outside receiver who ain't proven nothing in the real games. And he got old beat up Tyrell Williams to play outside. So he picked up 2 outside receivers, let 2 go with Marvin Jones Jr., let Kenny Golladay on, and they added 4 slot receivers. Come on. And people giving him a good approval rate. He's an idiot. He already ain't that. I can tell. I mean, it ain't hard to tell, bro. Come on, you supposed to go out there and get and replace Marvin Jones and Kenny Golladay play outside. He never did it. Or put depth behind. Had he put Had he put flow outside receivers on this roster and put 2 slot receivers, cool. Slot receivers, don't really matter. Like they don't really minimize because I can go out there and put Hawkinson in the slot. I can go ahead and put 2 tight ends on the field. Don't need them. They important, but a lot of outside receivers can play in the slot. A lot of slot receivers can't play on the outside. So that is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. All my links in the description. You want to advertise on the channel, request, chop it up, whatever it may be. Going through something, hit me up. Want to make a financial donation at Cash App, CJGood313, Venmo, CJGood313, PayPal link in the description. Thanks for the donate, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, all notification button. Cruise your chance to get notification of our video go live. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you think about the shakeup. And also, Dan Campbell said the adjustment he gonna make off. Remember, he said offensively that he wanted to be more involved. He said he wanted to communicate with the quarterback. Like I said before, that's not gonna help. The idiot is the idiot, and the player that can't play, he can't play. So, hey, let me know what you guys think. One time for the one time.